Yeah, well, obviously, with all the playmakers that they have, just the run pass conflicts they put you in, was a concern going in. But, try to be able to load the box, take away the run. They got some talented running backs, and then obviously the receivers. If you isolate those guys, try to, double cover a couple guys, but you can't do more than that than two of them. Some past situations. So yeah, I was disappointed in the explosive plays we gave up, especially in the run game. More so, the pass game is hard. They got guys matched up against you, and just not enough hats to the ball, not enough guys making plays and finishing plays at the point of attack. Didn't think we fit the run. Obviously, very even close to being what is acceptable. So really disappointed in that regard, but. Really talented football team. We have to have guys step up, but I just didn't think we didn't. The execution to me was still, even though we had a pretty simple plan, trying to help our guys get to the football, surround it, and get guys on the ground. So just disappointing performance for sure.
Coach, Connor started the game with Dexter in. Did you plan to always play Dexter the rest of the way, or did you show something that made you feel comfortable with?
Yeah, the plan was to definitely play Dex. I think I said that earlier, and see how things went with him, and so how he was doing. And I felt like he was doing a lot of good things, and so felt like that we need to keep him in the game. So it was going to be dependent upon how Dexter responded and to how it would kind of play itself out the rest of the game. So I thought Dex was moving the football, obviously took us down, got us into the end zone, and gave us a chance to make some plays with his legs, extend the ball in the pass game, run the ball in the run game, and then making some throws. Obviously missed on some throws as well, but I think he got some really good experience today. Well, we will evaluate that as a staff, but I liked what I saw from Dexter today.
Coach, do you think that your team offensively kind of needs a quarterback that can do it both phases, run and throw?
Well, I think anytime you have a guy that can do that, it obviously takes pressure off your offensive line in both the pass game and the run game. It affects the hats that they have in the box in the run game and how they fit those runs, So, yeah, I think anytime you have a guy that has the ability to do both, it can help you without question as long as they can throw the ball with a high enough accuracy to allow you to throw the ball well. So that's the thing that obviously Dexter has shown flashes of that. Needs to be more consistent in those areas. But, yeah, I just, I've said it many times before, we had a guy that can extend the play with his legs. It does put more stress on the defense without question.
We saw Carter Smith go in for Parker Hanna during the game. Was that injury-related or performance-related? And we saw Bradley go down. I guess what's his status?
Yeah, I don't know Bradley's status. It was a lower leg injury. I'll find out more about that when we get out of here. Are done with this. So I thought Carter was expected to play. Practiced him this week. He was with the scouts last week. Has been one of the scouts, pretty much the whole season. So just felt like he's making lots of progress and wanted to see what he could do. So we brought him up this past week and got him a lot of reps with our ones and twos and felt comfortable putting him in there. And obviously that's a tall task for a true freshman that hasn't played at all, and hasn't spent much time with those guys, but spent the whole week there. And when you do that, you evaluate how they do throughout those practices, and if you feel good enough to put them out there, you do. And I thought, I haven't seen the film obviously, but thought he did some good things. It's a tough position to play, especially against the defensive line that Ohio State has, and so really excited about Carter's potential, his upside, and then we're just trying to find a way to maximize our roster, get our young guys some really strong development here late in the season, and get them prepared for their future.
Coach, you mentioned that you were really disappointed in the run game points you guys gave up. What was it about Ohio State's attack that was just forcing so many big holes for them?
Yeah, to me, getting whipped up front, which I thought was, something that we knew they have big physical offensive line, but you got to win your gaps, you got to win your technique, you got to win with technique, and I didn't think we did a very good job of that. And our D-line's got to play better, linebackers got to fit better, and they got to finish tackles better. And I think really, to me, it's the front seven is kind of what I put it on more than anything. And after, you obviously haven't watched anything, but just from seeing it in person, just too many creases, too many seams, too many loose fits. So getting a little thin at linebacker without question, but guys got to step up.
How does that affect how you go about attacking some of that defense when you have quarterback who's in front of you more?
Yeah, it helps you without question, but he is awful young. So I think, just going through, as we put together a game plan this week, trying to maximize that when he was in there without putting too much on him. So I think there's a balance with all that. But yeah, I just think that any time, you can force them to have to count for him. He's just an extra guy in the box. It's +1 offense mindset. So they got to either trigger a safety or do something, schematically to adjust for him. So definitely gives you an advantage, and we want to be able to keep expanding that without question. So like I said, liked what I saw from him. Obviously, it gives us a chance to do more things with him, and how that continues to grow. But yeah, once again, you got to find guys on your roster that can help you move the football on offense and get first downs and eventually score points.
Are you going to be seeing more freshmen 11-week experience on the field, and what's the benefit of doing that at this point in the season?
Well, the one benefit is based within the rules. You got 4 games, so this is where, we fully aware of that. We don't want to burn a whole guy's season, and have him play 5 games, So, but we have guys that have those games left, so the experience is invaluable without question. So I just think that's a big part of it, is being able to get guys more experience, more guys developed and improving. And so, yeah, and it just helps their motivation as well. So anytime you can play young guys and give them that great experience late in the season is a plus. Awesome. Have a great night, Elio.